Hi, I'm Clever Sausage and this is my YouTube channel titled Real Juicy News. Every day at 4 PM I'll bring you the latest, craziest, funniest and often totally dick-ridiculous news from all over the world. So subscribe to our channel right now so you don't miss out by tapping on this geek, the glasses, 2 thumbs up and Farrakhan tie. Then give us a thumbs up, add your comments, tell us what you like about it, okay, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. We've given you a great selection of videos, right? Some interesting, some wacky, some funny. For example, like Donald Trump trippy with his random silly statements, bizarre statements. A very fishy tongue parasite found in a fish. Okay. Handicapped man saved by a police woman who just happened to be driving by. Charlize Theron dating herself, and the supposed end of the world, either before or after election in the US, right? The world going to get hit by a meteorite. Okay, yeah. So again, every day at 4 PM we will bring you the latest, craziest, funniest, and often totally ridiculous news from all over the world. So best to subscribe now so you don't miss out. Okay. Give you a taste of other videos that we got here. Little snippet. Okay, so a couple of hundred here, you know, for different interests, from the latest news to the latest scandal. Free offers, how to make money, who's lying to you, who's telling you the truth, and so forth. You know, I do personal research on different people. I'm not a qualified journalist or anything like that, but I use that sort of precept to do my personal research, and I dig through that research and find the dirt, because I believe that, well, from an example, I was about to undergo a self-help book by a guy called Anthony Kidman, and a little voice was nagging in my head saying, you don't know nothing about this guy, go do research on the guy. It just kept nagging at me to the point where it's like, yeah, shut the hell up, you know. I didn't know. I thought, I'd just go with it and go and do it. So I'm glad I did, because I found out that he was actually like in a sex cult, you know, and all this sort of stuff. And his daughter that he dedicated his self-help book to was one of 3, and she was Nicole Kidman, Australian actress, ex-wife of Tom Cruise. Yeah, and I found a couple of other people like that. It's like, what the hell, you know? I don't know the people, so don't want to be judgmental or anything like that. You know, don't know their side of the story. So yeah, I basically try to establish the facts, the claimed facts as fact, provide the evidence where people say it's evident. You know, I try to prove that the writer is infallible or irrefutable. Therefore his writings will be infallible or irrefutable. Okay, so there's so, like, different subjects here. There's a couple of games in there as well that I thought were quite funny. You got a crazy old news, or crazy who made the news, and maybe you need a reality check. Okay, X Factor is a racist factor. It's basically Sun Eater, House of Consciousness, different things. There's a kid driving a car, 5-year-old, got upset, wanted to see his father or something like that, so he drove off down the highway. The George Floyd problem, right? Local problems here in New Zealand. What you should watch out for when you go shopping, you know. And it goes on and on like that. Even got some mind hacks, free mind hacks, right? Probably change your life, you know, your mindset, whatever. How to study effectively, better. Yeah, something about your celebrity, your much loved celebrity, what they're really like behind the scenes. Okay. And then some crazy people, totally crazy people. Yeah, so again, if you enjoy this, then subscribe by clicking on this geek here. So now I'm going to get to the get down to the topic, right? Okay, I spend a lot of time like listening to different religion, belief systems, right? People, priests, whatever, Jews, rabbis, Christians, debating, whatever. Right, and I came across this guy, Rabbi Tovia Singer, and he seems like a nice guy, you know. I don't know nothing about Judaism, so I want to learn about Torah and Tanakh. So I found this guy, right? Interesting stuff. Talked to a few Jews, a few Muslims, whatever.
Welcome to Tanakh Talk. I'm your host, William Hall, broadcasting live from Kingston, Texas, USA, with another episode of Rabbi Tovia Singer's Let's Get Biblical Q&A. Coming to you from the Holy Land, Rabbi Tovia Singer. Welcome back, Rabbi. How are you?
It's great to be here. Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. It's good to have you here always. Always cool. So how's your week, man? I know it's been just a long week for us, I think, here. And then you asked me earlier if there's any crises here. And I was like, well, you know, it's not really a crisis, but depending on the scenario, I guess it could be. So we have our power pole is right in the middle of our backyard, right? And we have, like, it's pinned in, goats are roaming around it, whatever. Point being, the electric company decided it would be a good idea during this hot summer to go and replace all the telephone poles up and down our stretch. And anyway, so it's going to make it to where most of the day tomorrow we're not going to have any electricity at all. So we're going to have to go find somewhere with air conditioning and go hang out, I guess, or water, something like that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So how have you been doing, sir?
Better than you, apparently.
It's just general banter between friends, right? This is co-host William on the show. Tanakh Talk, right? Rabbi Singer there. Okay, seems like a nice guy. Could be a facade though. Why do I say that? Because I found an article on him, right, by this guy Luke Ford. He's got some comments and testimonies here, right, in the right hand side of this article, this blog. Luke Ford reports all of the juicy quotes and has been doing it for years. Mark B. Shapiro. This guy knows all the gossip, the ins and outs, the Lashon Hara of the Orthodox world. He's an expert in all the inner workings of the Orthodox world. Rabbi Aaron Rekifer Rothkopf. You are like the Howard Stern of the alt-right, alternative right, frame game radio. Because I came across it by accident, right? So I thought I'd have a look at it. And Luke Ford here is titled this article, Tovia Singer, the Rabbi Predator. So I thought, well, okay. And he says he talks to Miriam Puccio Sunday morning about Rabbi Tovia Singer. I don't know what the date when he actually did this. Okay. Luke, I've been checking this guy for many years. He's very slippery and often women don't want to go on the record. Miriam, the lady he's talking to, they took away everything from me, so I don't have to fear anybody doing anything to me because they already wrecked my Orthodox conversion. I consider myself a Jew because I went through the program and I went to the mikveh, but the Manhattan Din, run by R.V. Rom, never gave me my papers. And she goes on about how she was divorced, and she's looking into Judaism as an alternative to the religion, probably a Christian one she was raised in. And she started listening to different rabbis and stuff like that. And she came across, she emailed Rabbi Tovia Singer on his website, first website, right, and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of information here. She said her husband was playing around or something, or at first he didn't really want to get into the Judaism. He wasn't really interested in it. Then he was, and then he started playing around, I think. She couldn't take it anymore. It fell apart, so she moved out to stay with her mum, whatever, till she found an apartment for herself. And then she comes across this Rabbi Singer. I was telling you this in brief because this is like, I'm not reading you the whole damn Bible of this article. Right. Okay. He moves in, and apparently he's on meds, and he's up and down, and he sleeps all day, or he's up all night and stuff like that. Yeah, he's kind of a crazy guy, she reckons. Just doing silly ass things. And then apparently the daughter woke up after sleeping on the couch, or she just pretended to be asleep, whatever. And she realised that he was staring at her. He was just standing there staring at her for 2 hours or whatever. And she's like a 16-year-old, so the Miriam, the lady, says, you know, that's creepy. You shouldn't be doing that. Get out, you know, all that sort of stuff. It's over. He wouldn't move out, so she moved into a hotel or something, or motel, whatever, until he moved out. He's just being a real dick, according to her. But she did say to him, because he was acting erratic, and tons of meds, he's always up, he's down, he's awake all night, he sleeps all day, he leads a crazy life. And the daughter, he didn't like the daughter because she mouthed off at him. They like that sort of thing. And then he states to her, I'll stalk your ass if you ever break up with me until the day you die. Yeah, they broke up because of the creepy thing he was doing, watching the daughter. He tried to worm his way out of it and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but I had a troll coming at me, and how they are. And I think I mentioned he was a Cohen, had a Cohen in his name or something. I had the wording wrong, I guess. My bad. But from one of his talks, and he apparently is a Cohen in the sense of the Jewish Hebrew language, right? And he was suggesting some things. And she says, "Well, you're a rabbi, you're a Cohen, you shouldn't be doing those things." So I came to understand that when I define that word, Cohen, Cohen, okay, he's Leonard Cohen, pretty good singer, heaps of Cohen stuff here. Okay, here's a definition from the Encyclopedia Britannica. It's very recognised and very popular in the state. Cohen, Jewish priest, one who is a descendant of Zadok, founder of the priesthood of Jerusalem when the first temple was built by Solomon, 10th century BC, and through Zadok, related to Aaron, the first Jewish priest, who was appointed to that office by his younger brother Moses. That's one definition of it. Okay, so apparently Rabbi Tovia Singer was saying that he had a connection, right? It goes way back to that priesthood, right? So Jews say, yeah, like that lady said, she says, you're a rabbi, you're a Cohen, you should know better. But there's other Cohens here, Sacha Baron, everybody knows that funny guy. Okay, what's this definition? Okay, Katz, the surname Katz. The surname is a possible indicator of being a Cohen. Cohen, it may stem from Cohen Zedek. The latter word means righteous or authentic priest. Other last names with similar indication are Kohentov and Kohentib. The suffix literally means good, meaning that one could rely on them as being a Cohen, but needing one or redeeming a firstborn male child. Some more definitions down here somewhere. Okay. Okay. The name Cohen is a boy's name of Hebrew, Jewish origin, meaning priest. Cohen is a common last name among Jews and a royal name in the Jewish religion, standing for someone who is the priest in the temple. Cohen is now gaining an unlikely following as the first name, blah blah blah. So yeah, it sounds like in that language, she's saying that he's a teacher, right? He should know better. Okay, in that sense, he's like a holy man, you know, priest, whatever, and he should know better on his approach of it, right? Okay. Hopefully that gives you an idea, right? Let's see if I can find it out here. Oh, here we go. Miriam says she lived with her mum for 3 weeks, then she lived in a hotel until she got her apartment set up. This took about a month or two. She's a nurse. She got a job in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Started working. Rabbi Tovia Singer was calling her almost every single night. She asked, "Why are you calling me?" He started telling me that he's interested in me. He wants me to come to Israel. Miriam said she couldn't do that. It wasn't a good time. She wasn't in a place to do that at the time. Her life was a mess. And she stated, "You're a rabbi, you're a Cohen. You shouldn't be interested in me to begin with." What's that, like celibate? You're supposed to be celibate. This is never going to work out. So she told him from the beginning. She told him that from the beginning. She said you could just come to Israel for a week and that's it. And she didn't go and stuff. And he's just been a dickhead again. But continually being a dickhead. It goes. It's quite extensive. See some photos here. Was quite a chubby guy. I don't know if that's her there. I guess it might be. Okay. And then many adventures. I'll put a link down the bottom of the video so you can read the article yourself and come to your own conclusion. I don't know the guy, I've never met him, so who am I to judge the guy? Unless he comes forward and says, you know, debates this Luke Ford guy, says you're talking a lot of rubbish, and you know, settles it, verifies that he's not a predator and all that sort of stuff. It's all lies. I guess we'll never know. You know, as on this here, he's all smiley and happy, you know, pleasant. It's probably could be a facade. He could be like a real jerk. It could be what that lady's accusing him of. Yeah, everyone's to err is human, but to forgive is divine. Everyone makes mistakes, you know, makes errors, bad decisions. Non-believers don't really understand that. Okay, say in a Christian case, a Christian will tell you, well, you get hammered by the devil all the time, you know, all that sort of stuff. And how does he do it? Through your carnal, right? Through the carnal, and all this other stuff. And probably, yeah, it's quite hard because you're of the world, right? You're still in the world, and you know, you got desires, you got lusts, you know. It's a struggle, right? We're not fighting with what does it say in the Bible? We're not fighting with men or whatever. We're fighting with principalities, powers, right? From the supernatural and stuff like that. Yeah, you really got to look into all that and take it into account, because you know, getting pulled to and fro, left and right, up and down, you know, in your walk of righteousness. Yeah. So, if you found that interesting, okay, then subscribe to my channel, right? By tapping on this geek, and look at my other videos. Tell me how much you love them. I love the sausage, and yeah, put your reviews and your comments, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got hassled by a troll. Because I put up a comment here about if he's I think he was hinting at that he's of a Chaldean bloodline or something like that, and I was talking to an Assyrian here, right, and he says, I personally don't believe Chaldeans had a place to call home, meaning a land that he didn't have, that they just lived in a small area. For example, NASA, it's a place full of astronomers, scientists, etc., but NASA doesn't mean it's a country. Lol, it's a place built, this guy's English isn't that great, and surrounded by scientists, etc., but it doesn't mean it's a country. And in another comment that I made to him, he says, yeah, correct, but they did affect things. They did affect things. Or they did affect. Things were going well between Nineveh and Babylon. No wars, no nothing. They were living in peace, but as soon as the Chaldeans came, so much rebellion started happening, especially at the time of Ashurbanipal and his brother that he killed because of these issues. After Ashurbanipal, the empire was super weak, so it was a chance for Elamites and Chaldeans. Okay, got this information from a Chaldean, and I was talking to a lady who's quite happy when she asked me some questions, and then this guy started, you know, being a dick. Where is he? I think I've blocked most of his stuff. He's just been a dick. This guy here, so you can tell he's been a dick, a troll. You know, so I had a few replies, which I'm not going to show you because I don't stand for that. I don't suffer fools. I don't take that crap. You know, if you want to throw poop at me, there'll be a knock on your door, alright, and there'll be a truckload. waiting outside to dump on you. And that's metaphorically, right? But yeah, because you don't take that sort of crap. I guess it's not nice to be nasty and stuff like that, but if they're coming at you with that, what are you going to do? Bend over? Take it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're deliberately baiting you, hating on you, whatever, because their mummy didn't give them enough attention, or, someone took their banana off them, so they went ape. Yeah. So, there's people like that make the world go round, I suppose. So, if you, again, if you like this, then subscribe to my channel, put your comments down the bottom, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to read this little ditty on what Tovia singer might actually be like. Okay, you might find it interesting. So it's like, you got some celebrities. Like, I used to be a giant fan of Bruce Lee. I still am. Singer Elvis Presley, right? It's a video down here of Elvis somewhere. Big fan of them, right? But then I woke up and realised one day, the celebrity status, what they did, they were amazing in what they did. Like Bruce Lee with his physique and his martial art and his philosophy and that sort of stuff. Elvis with his music. That's the facade, So I looked behind the scenes and found out the guy was hot-tempered, like sometimes a dickhead. Real violent, aggressive and stuff like that because of what he was doing, what he was taking. Cortisone or something in the back, and steroids, and doing chewing on a bit of hash and all this sort of stuff. And Elvis Presley, it's like, and then his loyal fans get all upset when you expose the supposed truth about the guy, right? That he liked them younger, so he could manipulate them, all that sort of stuff. They don't like that sort of stuff. Oh, you're exposing my beloved pop star, or my beloved celebrity. Oh, he was such a good boy, all American, and now he's in heaven playing the harp with God. All that sort of stuff. He's leading the angel, the choir, the angel choir, and all this sort of crap. Anyway, so I'll leave it at that. And as I said, if you like this video, then please subscribe by clicking on the geek, right, and leaving your comments in the comment section and giving us a thumbs up. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye.